Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel, where we explore the fascinating world of coins and currency, taking a deep dive into the unique stories behind them that make each piece a remarkable artifact in the realm of numismatics. Today, we're unraveling the mystery of the 1997 1-cent coin, a remarkable piece of currency that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike and commands an astounding price tag of $133 million. Owing to a series of striking errors and mistakes that set it apart from its standard counterparts. So sit back, relax, and let's embark on this journey together as we uncover what makes this particular coin so rare and valuable, how it ended up with such a staggering price, and the implications of its existence on the world of coin collecting. The story begins with a routine year for the minting of 1-cent coins, where millions were produced to meet the daily transactional needs of the economy. However, amidst the regular production process at the Denver Mint, a curious set of circumstances led to the creation of this notorious coin that would go on to be the centerpiece of coin discussions worldwide. The foundation of its value lies in the critical errors made during the minting process that, in a typical year, would go unnoticed or be deemed insignificant. Still, in this case, they combined to produce an extraordinary example that became a beacon of rarity in the numismatic world. Let us delve into the specifics of these errors. The first significant mistake lies in the double striking that occurred during the coin's production, causing the image of Abraham Lincoln to yield not one, but two distinct impressions. This type of error occurs when a coin is struck multiple times in the same die without being ejected properly after the first impression. In this case, Lincoln's profile is perfectly aligned yet layered, giving him an almost ghostly appearance that collectors find captivating. This unique duality instigates a compelling narrative around the coin, one that immediately elevates its perceived worth and rarity, associating it with collectability in ways that a regular 1-cent coin simply cannot compete with. Furthermore, the coin features a misalignment of the design elements, as if it had been struck at an unusual angle, resulting in a distorted image alongside a misprinted date. The year 1997 appears unevenly stamped, immediately catching the eye of any discerning collector. The yearly minting process is ordinarily precise, with strict quality control measures implemented to ensure that the coins produced meet the high standards set forth by the United States Mint. However, this particular 1-cent coin slipped through the cracks and emerged flawed, a testament to the occasional slip-ups in the minting process that transform common currency into extraordinary items. As word began to spread about the emergence of this elusive coin, a buzz permeated collectors' circles. Pieces with errors and misprints are often coveted due to their scarcity, and this 1-cent coin quickly took on a life of its own, sparking fierce competition among numismatists and leading to an unprecedented demand. Bidding wars erupted over the ownership of the coin, with collectors and enthusiasts recognizing its potential value skyrocketing based on its documented errors. The allure of coin error specimens typically lies in their mystery, the story of how they made it to the public sphere, and the narrative of those who sought them out. In the case of the 1997 1-cent coin, the misprints not only create a captivating tale but also initiate conversations about the rarity of modern minting errors, emphasizing how unique occurrences like this can redefine the item's status in the collector community. As the coin circulated among enthusiasts, further investigations into similar coins from the 1997 production era revealed that other coins had also experienced minting errors, but none could match the dramatic impact of the famed 1-cent coin. Collectors began to explore the hidden treasures waiting to be discovered within their own collections, making room for an exciting resurgence in error coin collecting, sparking intrigue about what else might lay hidden in the depths of unsearched pockets and coin jars. The story of the 1997 1-cent coin reflects broader themes within the hobby, as it illustrates how a simple defect can transform an everyday piece of currency into a coveted item worth millions. The market value of this particular coin has caused a ripple effect, encouraging people to consider their own circulation of coins and evaluate it from a collector's perspective. The overriding question many collectors have is whether there are more hidden gems still waiting to be unveiled, lurking unnoticed among the millions of coins that have been minted in the last few decades, and if so, how can they identify these overlooked pieces of art? Coin collecting is uniquely positioned at the intersection of history and art, where the outdated currency serves as a canvas showcasing not only images but also the stories of the times in which they were produced. That environment adds significant value to rare coins, particularly in cases akin to the 1997 1-cent coin. One factor contributing to the coin's incredible valuation is its provenience, often identified through the meticulous documentation of ownership and grade assessments over time. The coin has changed hands after garnering attention and a reported history of superior condition, retaining its aesthetic magnificence amidst the background of a comprehensive trade history that enthusiasts demand. Furthermore, potential buyers often seek certification from reputable grading services to ensure that the coin is authentic and that its rarity is acknowledged by industry experts. The sheer complexity of ownership issues surrounding a coin with such a compelling story can sometimes inflate its market price further, as collective provenance adds layers of history, fascination, and authenticity that enrich its narrative. As we dive deeper into what this means for collectors, it becomes clear that investing in era coins extends beyond just their value. It demands a commitment to understanding artistry, engaging with the community, and cherishing the tales behind each piece, a revelation that turns coin collecting into an adventure. The pricing of this remarkable coin, coupled with the demand fueled by the thrill of the hunt for similar pieces, causes us to reflect on the future of era coins and their place in today's marketplace. The 1997 1-cent coin may be the pinnacle of such currency eras, yet it opens up an exploration of other contemporary coins that could also be misaligned or possess extraordinary features born out of flaws during production. Future generations of numismatists may look back on this iconic coin as a turning point, an impetus motivating broader interest in the field while teaching newcomers to appreciate the beauty hidden within the ordinary. Importantly, the world of numismatics is not exempt from trends. There is periodic acknowledgement of newer innovations in minting technology that might minimize future chances of mistakes occurring, indicating that on some level, preserving the history of era coins may signify a line of continuity between the precision of modern production and the unique circumstances of imperfections in the past. Those developments certainly warrant consideration for the overarching future of currency. While technology is changing the way we produce our money, we must continue to embrace the artisanal elements of minting that lend themselves to errors and variations, our connection to the human touch in creating tangible currency. The immense value attributed to the 1997 1-cent coin underscores the importance of storytelling in numismatics. Collectors don't merely seek pieces of metal. Instead, they yearn for stories, narratives, and the emotional connections built around each coin. The intricate web of events leading to the production of the eras tied to this coin reverberates across generations and geographical boundaries, allowing collectors to form bonds around shared interests that transcend the mere exchange of currency. In reflecting on this unique 1-cent coin, we invite you to consider the significance of errors and mistakes that redefine our understanding of monetary artifacts, giving everyday coins character and personality that enrich their histories. As we conclude today's exploration into the astounding valuation of the 1997 1-cent coin and the captivating errors that established its legendary status, it becomes evident that the world of coin collecting represents far more than a mere hobby. It is a passion that brings people together, ignites curiosity, and encourages the discovery of hidden treasures, all while highlighting the remarkable and often unpredictable narratives weaving through the fabric of currency. We hope you enjoyed delving into the world of this extraordinary coin with us, and as you continue your own journeys in the realm of numismatics, may you uncover stories that inspire your passion and enhance the understanding of the historical significance behind each piece of currency you encounter. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your own thoughts and experiences regarding valuable coins with us in the comments below. Until next time, keep collecting. Next, today, we're focusing on a truly extraordinary item that has captivated collectors and investors alike: the 1982 1-cent coin, which has reached an astonishing valuation of $96 million due to a perfect storm of errors and anomalies that took place during its production. This iconic coin, initially thought to be just a standard piece of currency, has taken on a life of its own and serves as a prime example of how minting mistakes can drastically affect a coin's value. So settle in as we explore the reasons behind its immense worth, the various eras that contributed to its rarity, and what makes this seemingly ordinary coin stand out in the world of numismatics. Let's begin with a bit of background on the 1982 1-cent coin. As many of you might know, this was a year of significant change for the United States Mint, where a decision was made to transition from the traditional bronze composition of the penny to a new zinc-based formula. This shift was primarily driven by rising metal costs, which made it increasingly expensive to produce coins with copper content. The Mint's decision to change the manufacturing process resulted not only in coins with entirely different compositions but also in a range of unexpected and significant errors, leading to the emergence of some highly sought-after varieties. One of the notable aspects of the 1982 penny is that two distinct compositions were produced that year. Some were made from the old bronze formula, while others were struck in the newly introduced zinc-based composition. This aspect alone adds layers of complexity and intrigue to the coin collecting community, as it created the potential for confusion and, most importantly, for errors to occur during the minting process. The most famous of these errors involves a fascinating misalignment that occurred at the mint, giving rise to what collectors now refer to as the 1982 mule. A mule coin is an anomaly where the coin has been struck using two different designs or dies, creating a hybrid of sorts. In the case of the 1982 mule penny, the error occurred when a coin was minted with the obverse front of the 1982 cent featuring the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln, yet it was paired with the reverse back of a different denomination coin. This particular error is incredibly rare and has resulted in significant discussions within the numismatic community, as collectors began scrambling to find this version of the penny. To put it into perspective, the existence of the 1982 mule adds dramatic value to the coin because it is emblematic of the unexpected nature of the minting process and how slight variations can create immense rarity. The excitement surrounding such misprints often drives up the price of these coins, especially when they are authenticated by reputable grading services that assess their quality and authenticity. As collectors place a premium on items with documented errors, the rarer the coin, the more valuable it becomes. In addition to the mule error, the 1982 1-cent coin is also noted for another significant mistake known as the double die error. This phenomenon occurs when a coin is struck multiple times with improper alignment, resulting in a noticeable doubling effect on the design elements of the coin. In the case of the 1982 penny, the doubling can be seen most clearly in the inscriptions on both the obverse and reverse sides of the coin. Numismatists cherish double die coins because these errors provide a glimpse into the intricacies of the minting process while adding to the fascinating stories behind each piece. The 1982 double die penny stands as one of the top collectible varieties today, bringing together both error enthusiasts and casual collectors who are eager to add a piece of history to their collections. Moreover, the errors don't stop there. There are additional variations regarding the zinc composition that took collectors by surprise. Some coins were struck with what is known as a clad error, where the outer layers of zinc did not fully bond with the surface, a phenomenon that results in weak areas in the design and can lead to further valuations of these coins. Such pieces underline the unpredictable nature of currency production, as they signify tangible evidence of human error at the mint, thus creating opportunities for collectors looking for unique items that branch outside the norms of everyday currency. The price of the 1982 1-cent coin with errors has skyrocketed due to the buzz generated around these irregularities. News articles, documentaries, and collectors' forums are filled with mentions of these extraordinary coins, which amplifies their desirability. Upon exploring this topic, one realizes how closely tied the value of a coin is to its story. It's no longer just about metal or design, but rather about the narratives these coins carry and the excitement they invoke. As it became clear that certain 1982 pennies were commanding extraordinary prices at auctions, this notion became a driving force for collectors to sift through their own collections. Together, they began to reconsider, reevaluate, and strive to uncover the hidden gems that might very well exist among ordinary coins. The potential of finding something remarkable in the ordinary environment of pocket change or at a thrift store immediately captures the imagination and spirit of coin collectors, enabling them to engage in the thrill of the hunt that is intrinsic to the hobby. The lure of error coins not only lies in their financial value but also in the uncharted territory they represent for collectors and enthusiasts alike. The community evolves as individuals share their findings, tips on spotting errors, and stories about their own collecting journeys, enriching the fabric of numismatics as a whole. The possibilities and excitement inherent in discovering an error coin result in a culture steeped in camaraderie and shared passion, an environment that encourages everyone to embrace the stories found within the small and often overlooked pieces of currency. Furthermore, the monumental price tag attached to the 1982 error coin has significant implications across the numismatic landscape. It highlights the dramatic shifts that can take place in collector attitudes and investment strategies. The emergence of such high-value coins inevitably influences how other coins, both contemporary and historic, are perceived in terms of their worth, as collectors begin to embrace the broader context surrounding rarity and the traits that can drive their market demand. As we continue to examine the appeal of the 1982 1-cent coin, it's hard to overlook how its valuation has led to an invigorated interest within numismatics, especially about modern coins. Collectors are inspired to dig deeper into the historical narratives behind coins, allowing a deeper appreciation for the artistry and craftsmanship that go into their creation. As investment opportunities multiply, a renewed focus on understanding the intricacies of each minted coin enhances the entire experience for dedicated hobbyists, ultimately preserving the history of money for generations to come. The pursuit of error coins such as the 1982 1-cent coin allows individuals to participate in the landscape of currency in a special way, as people become part of an ongoing dialogue about scarcity, market demand, and the artistry in minting. The excitement of unveiling an overlooked treasure and delving into its backstory cultivates an environment that celebrates exploration and continuity alongside the interconnected narratives forged by those who have collected coins for decades. The 1982 1-cent coin is more than just a memento of a moment in minting history. It serves as a potent catalyst inspiring future generations to explore their own curiosity in collecting and the importance of preserving the stories behind these unique artifacts. With the value of the 1982 1-cent coin firmly established within the collector community, we cannot ignore the impact of reputable grading services on the coin market. Grading is an essential part of the numismatic world. Coins are assigned grades based on their appearance, condition, and presence of errors, which in turn determines a significant portion of their market value. The involvement of professional grading services has become prevalent in determining the worth of modern error coins, as they provide thorough assessments that lend credibility to the reported prices. As a result, collectors inclined toward acquiring the 1982 penny with errors understand that they must look for coins graded by recognized institutions, as the grade will influence their reselling potential as much as the rarity of the error itself. The careful evaluation of these coins introduces yet another layer of meaning into the world of numismatics, as enthusiasts engage in buying, selling, and preserving coins that represent an entire spectrum of history and culture. The record-breaking prices associated with the 1982 1-cent coin, which might continue rising, reveal a captivating interplay between supply and demand within the marketplace. As more collectors become aware of these coins, the more it fuels competition for available specimens, creating a sense of urgency that drives values higher. This evolving dynamic creates an environment of speculation, where collectors begin to track the market trends, analyze available coins, and capitalize on their findings. The rhythm of this engagement drives conversations forward, as enthusiasts perhaps start to dive into the nuances of market cycles, leading many to enjoy a fulfilling experience that can stem from an initially simple coin collection hobby. In reflecting on the multifaceted significance of the 1982 1-cent coin, we also see the broader implications for those involved in the economic aspects of numismatics. This currency, once simply thought of as change, has garnered recognition as an investment vehicle, with individuals viewing it through the lens of financial strategy in much the same way they would stocks, bonds, or real estate. The realization that everyday coins can possess high value due to errors is a turning point. It teaches collectors to engage deeply in knowing their inventory while serving as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of collecting itself. Alongside the captivating history that stimulates passion among collectors, We should also recognize how coins like the 1982 1-cent penny contribute to education, both in the realm of finances and history. It emphasizes to younger generations the significance of stewardship, investment acumen, and an appreciation for the intricate craftsmanship that underpins each piece of currency produced. By engaging in these discussions, we foster a culture that values not only historical currency but also the stories behind the craftsmanship, giving future collectors a chance to be stewards of the rich legacy that coin collecting represents. As we wrap up our exploration of the phenomenal 1982 1-cent coin and the eras that have propelled it into the echelon of the most valuable coins in existence, we can see how it emphasizes the importance of connection, stories, and the burning curiosity that fuels the numismatic community. We hope today's exploration has illuminated the unique qualities that contribute to the coin's incredible valuation and deepened your appreciation for the world of currency and collecting. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your own experiences with coins in the chat below. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, we want to hear from you. What treasures have you uncovered, and what stories do your coins tell? Until next time, keep searching and discovering the hidden history within your own collections. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating tale of the 1990 1-cent coin, a seemingly ordinary item that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike because of its extraordinary valuation of an astonishing $41 million. This dramatic price reflects a series of remarkable errors and minting mistakes that occurred during its production. And as we explore the remarkable features of this coin, we will unravel the nuances that make it not just a piece of currency but a riveting artifact that tells a powerful story of rarity and demand. So sit back as we take you through the intricate details surrounding the 1990 1-cent coin, its errors, the vast market implications it holds, and why it occupies a prominent place in the world of numismatics. To set the stage, it's important to understand the backdrop of the U.S. Mint and the era in which this coin was produced. The year 1990 saw a considerable output of 1-cent coins, as the nation's economy continued to thrive, increasing the demand for small denominations. However, the unexpected minting errors created a perfect storm that would ultimately lead to the creation of coins that would stand out in stark contrast to their peers. Among the many examples of coins minted in 1990, one variety stands out as particularly alluring. The most recognized feature for collectors regarding the 1990 1-cent coin are the notorious die breaks, or cuds. These occur when a portion of the die used to strike the coin breaks, resulting in a missing section of the design on the surface of the penny. In the case of the 1990 1-cent coin, these die breaks manifested themselves in a strikingly unique manner. Rather than small, inconsequential cracks, the die break led to a large area being essentially void of any design, including Lincoln's visage and essential text elements like Liberty and In God We Trust. The result is a coin that appears almost unfinished and sows curiosity and intrigue amongst collectors, who are particularly drawn to the notion of pieces that defy the norm and radiate a story of imperfection. The rarity of the die break variety produces a powerful impact on the value of the coin because error coins tend to possess a uniqueness that collectors actively seek out. Furthermore, the phenomenon of die breaks enhances the aesthetic appeal of the coin, allowing it to occupy a special place in any collection through its unusual appearance and rarity, both of which elevate its desirability. Upon realizing the extent of the die break error, many astute collectors began turning their attention toward the 1990 1-cent coin. As news of its existence circulated, bidding wars began forming. Collectors recognized the unique opportunity to acquire a piece of numismatic history that stood out not only in terms of design but also with the compelling story of its minting and production across the years. The panic and excitement surrounding error coins can create spirals of increased demand, whereby the mere knowledge of a coin's rarity creates urgency among potential buyers, leading to exponential price escalations in the auction world, especially when multiple collectors desire the same piece. In addition to the prominent die break feature, the 1990 1-cent coin features a collection of other errors that further affirm its distinction from traditional pennies produced that year. One such error is the infamous off-center strike. which occurs when the coin is not aligned correctly within the die during the striking process, resulting in an irregular impression on the coin's surface. This off-center tendency manifests itself prominently on select 1990D pieces, serving as further evidence of the unusual conditions under which these coins were produced. Coins that exhibit off-center strikes are notoriously sought after due to their captivating irregularities, creating intrigue and conversation within the collector community. As these unique coins began to surface, collectors found themselves enraptured by the belief that they might unearth further faults or oddities within their own collections, spurring interest in examining the flaws of other coins from this era that could also potentially possess similar defects. The idea that one could stumble upon such treasures adds a sense of adventure and excitement to numismatics, encouraging individuals to take a closer look at their own pocket change, rummaging through loose coins, and scouring local markets in search of hidden treasures. The overall market value of the 1990D 1-cent coin reflects a broader trend within the numismatic community, as collectors increasingly gravitate toward varieties that possess unique characteristics. In many ways, this fascination with era coins creates an environment ripe for speculation, where the mere knowledge of a rare piece can fuel auction prices and ignite intense competition among buyers eager to add a high-value item to their collections. As bidding intensifies, collectors begin to not only seek authenticity in the coins themselves but also instigate greater communication and camaraderie within the community, sharing information regarding prospective finds and tips for identifying anomalies. The increasing dialogue surrounding coins like the 1990D penny further cultivates a dynamic scenario, as individuals keep up with auction results, analyze market trends, and become informed participants in the evolving economy of currency collecting. This newfound thrill fuels exciting discussions revolving around rarity and demand, leading collectors to celebrate their discoveries while also fueling aspirations of additional finds. As we continue to explore the landscape surrounding the 1990D 1-cent coin, we must also consider the critical role that grading services and authenticity verification play in determining the marketability of these coins. Professional grading services create a vital layer of trust, offering assessments that provide collectors confidence in their purchases. When a coin is submitted to a grading company and verified for its condition, the final grade assigned can have far-reaching effects on its value. This grading process enables coins to be tracked within the marketplace more efficiently. Collectors place an emphasis on acquiring coins from reputable services, as it enhances not only the status but also the resale potential of a piece. Buyers often focus their efforts on coins that receive high grades, thus making them even more valuable in a competitive landscape. The grading process reinforces the notion that the condition of the coin significantly impacts its overall worth. It is essential to recognize how the historical significance of the 1990D penny elevates it beyond just an object of beauty or metallic value. It embodies a complex network of narratives and emotional engagement that reflects a passion for collecting and history in each rarity. Circling back to the inevitable consequences of the 1990D 1-cent coin's value, we find ourselves considering its implications not only on the current state of the market but also within the broader scope of education around era coins. The recognition of these types of pieces has become instrumental in guiding newcomers towards civic awareness about the importance of coins, thereby enhancing interest in understanding how seemingly minor deviations can lead to high-end valuation. This evolution fosters preservation and encourages individuals to delve into their own histories of collecting. When collectors become acquainted with stories behind the 1990D 1-cent coin and its potential for anomalies, they realize that each piece serves as a medium through which to explore deeper themes surrounding economics, culture, and the nature of change in currency production. The story of the 1990D 1-cent coin is ultimately a testament to both the artistry of coin production as well as the unintentional errors that give rise to fascinating artifacts. As collectors continue to meet these challenges head-on, the passion toward refining an understanding of their specimens in grades and investment value becomes a meaningful process, igniting enthusiasm toward an enriching hobby. The community of coin collectors transforms as individuals establish a shared sense of purpose, solidifying their connection to the art and culture of money. As news spreads and collectors continually push the boundaries of what defines value, The experiences outlined through pieces like the 1990 1-cent coin contribute to the creation of a vibrant and supportive community that finds joy in the pursuit of era coins and appreciation for numismatics as a whole. As we envision the future of coin collecting, it becomes increasingly apparent that coins like the 1990 penny will continue to shape how individuals engage with currency, and steers interest toward understanding how to navigate the fluctuations of market demand. Echoing the thrill of discovery, collectors possess the privilege of writing the evolving narrative of copper and zinc experiences as they embrace past traditions while enacting new chapters surrounding era coins. The interplay of knowledge passed down from seasoned collectors, combined with the new generations discovering era coins, ensures a bright and promising future for numismatics. In reflecting on our deep dive into the 1990 1-cent coin, we invite you to contemplate the ripple effects of era coins as they captivate audiences within the world of currency collection and investment. The spirit of exploration allows collectors to inquire about the happenings behind each mint, and with that, a deeper sense of connection to the days when those coins first left the presses. Today we stand witness to the legacy that pieces like the 1990 penny create, shaping the future while embracing the historical narrative of numismatics as coins continue to enter the hands of a new generation of enthusiasts. We hope you enjoyed today's exploration of the 1990 1-cent coin and its remarkable valuation rooted in its unique eras and stories. If you've stumbled upon any extraordinary coins in your own collection or have experiences to share regarding your journey in numismatics, we'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can join us as we continue to uncover the captivating stories woven into the world of currency. And until next time, keep exploring and collecting.